Hello guys, how are we all doing? I hope we're all good. I look very red right now. I'm just looking at myself in the camera, and that's because I've just come from a run and I'm slightly overweight. I drink and eat too much and I'm probably in the worst shape of my life. So it's 23 degrees outside. So I'm sorry for the appearance today. I've got a light right there which makes me look even worse. But you know, you got to show your face, haven't you, in these sort of things. What we'll talk about today is an absolute advert for football, an advert for Premier League. The sun was shining. It was an absolute classic. It was Chelsea 2, Tottenham 2 at Stamford Bridge. And you know, it broke the hoodoo for Tottenham. This is the initial thing that I thought of yesterday in the game. The amount of times that we've seen Tottenham go and need to get a point, need to get a result. And yesterday they did. And they did it in the most S-Housery way possible, you might say. You know, it started off with Koulibaly and Cucurella on the left-hand side looking like the 50-60 million pound player that he could easily be. You know, he comes from the Barcelona Academy, played at Brighton for a season. People were doubting whether he was worth that much, and it was a bit more of a panic buy. But from yesterday's game, you could easily say he's worth the money right now. Koulibaly with an excellent finish in the 16th, 17th minute, a De Bruyne-esque finish, you might say. I was a bit critical of the signing, saying it was about 2-3 years too late, but you know, people have proved me wrong time and time again. I'm just someone who waffles on about football. What do I know at this point? And the overall feeling I've got for Chelsea is are people sleeping on them, because we doubted whether Todd Bowley could actually make the signings relevant and right for Chelsea. They seem to be in a bit of a panic state. I mentioned in the last video that everything seems reactionary. Is it though? Because Sterling had a class game, Koulibaly had a good game. They're both signings of the summer. And they've got more signings to come throughout the season as well. And it's weird, they've got like a weirdly low expectation this season, probably because they know that Tuchel's not going to get sacked at any point unless he does horrendous like at United. And the expectations are low, so it's almost like a free hit for them this season. And I feel like lots of people, including myself, have a very low expectation of them and don't expect them to do much this season, which is probably a good thing for them. Well, we'll say as well, once the game started to carry on throughout the match and Chelsea looked like they were going to win, hands down, they were the better team in the first 60 minutes or so. When Richarlison came on, it changed the game, it stretched the play, it made them focus more on Richarlison and Son and left Harry Kane all alone. And it was an interesting tactic that Chelsea had throughout the game. Once Harry Kane got the ball, Chelsea sat back. They almost knew that Harry Kane was going to make the ball and they were almost scared of him. Maybe it was a good tactic of Tuchel, because until the last minute, well, we'll talk about in a minute, it was working perfectly for them. But with Richarlison in the game, you know, stretching them, going forward, it left them exposed at the back. That's probably why Reece James had that much time on the right-hand side. And, you know, only having three at the back leads gaps in the system. When you're trying to press forward more, add more attackers in, you're left with holes at the back, which is ultimately why they cost them the goal in the second half. But overall, I feel like for Tottenham, it's a bit more of a smash and grab. But like I said at the start of the video, you'll take it. It's a smash and grab. You'll take it and move on. If any team that gets a point away at Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, Tottenham, even you could say Arsenal and United to a lesser point, you'll take a point away from them, even if you're Manchester City at the end of the day, and Tottenham will be the more happier of the teams. And obviously a big contentious point that is on everyone's lips at the minute is Conte versus Tuchel. It was one that Conte wanted more than Tuchel, you feel like. Once the goals went in, he ran over. You could even see on the Instagram post that he put afterwards saying he hoped he tripped him up because he deserved it. It was one for Conte just for himself, if anything, because of the way that Chelsea treated him a season after he won the league. My God. I've just looked at myself on the screen and I do apologise that I am sweating so much. It's so warm at the minute. I've just come back from a run, so the excess sweat is coming through. I'm going to have a shower in this. I did actually just have a shower. I don't know what's going on. This is how unfit I am. And just like the analysis on games, like my runs, I'm hoping throughout the season they'll just get better and better and become more smooth and smooth. And I feel like right now I'm getting to a place where I can speak for a minute without stumbling on my words. And I've just jinxed myself probably right now. So I'm going to end this video right here. I hope you've all enjoyed the video. Did Chelsea deserve the win? Did Tottenham, was it a smash and grab? United, let's just leave them be, because they've got their own problems right now. City look like they're dominating. Liverpool's tonight. Let's hope they beat Crystal Palace. They should do. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please like the video, comment below what you thought of the game, and subscribe. Cheers, guys.